Each year, about 1 in a million species should expire naturally. In the next few decades, we'll be driving species to extinction 1,000 times faster than they should be.
It's difficult to estimate precisely how many species we're going to lose. In 100 years or so, we could lose up to 50% of all the species on Earth.
I remember thinking this is the biggest story in the world. It's like we're living in the age of dinosaurs, but we can do something about it. There's been 5 major extinctions in the history of the planet. There's the Ordovician, the Devonian, the Permian. There's the Triassic, Jurassic, and then the KT extinction, the one that killed the dinosaurs. It's very difficult to comprehend in deep time, 4.6 billion years of Earth's history. So if you take, say, the history of the Earth and try to squeeze it into a 24-hour clock, where does man fit on that clock? A few seconds before midnight. That's it. We're the new kid on the block.
What we're seeing now is called the Anthropocene, the new epoch. Anthropocene means the time of humans. It's when the impact of humans is leaving itself as a mark in the fossil record of the future. 65 million years ago, that it was an asteroid that struck and caused the dinosaurs to go extinct.
When it comes to the 6th extinction event, we have no problem identifying the cause. Humanity has become the asteroid.
I was reading the Financial Times, and it was a little tiny 2-paragraph story that said, mankind may be causing the mass extinction event. It was like buried on like page 6 or 7, and I thought, this is how humanity is dealing with the issue. They're not dealing with it.
What we know at the moment is we're driving this out of control, and the ocean's chemistry is changing really rapidly, scarily fast. When we put carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, it doesn't all stay there. Between 1/3 and 1/2 gets absorbed by the oceans.
The CO2 reacts with water to form something called carbonic acid. And each year, the ocean becomes more and more acidic.
If you want to know what that does, get a seashell and drop it in, a glass of vinegar.
It sounds a bit silly, change your diet and save the planet, but if humans could become vegetarians now, it would make a massive difference.
By far and away, the biggest factor in terms of this mass extinction is destroying natural habitat or converting natural habitat into land for food.
The more dependent we are on meat, milk, and eggs, the greater the CO2 and methane emissions. Cattle and ruminants of all kinds produce methane as a byproduct of breaking down grass and other things that they feed on.
So the contractions are pushing this gas out from the stomach, going through here in the one-way valve.
Yes, and after this, we collect inside the bag.
So how long has that bag been collecting gas?
Only 2 hours.
Methane is something like 22 times more potent. as a climate-changing gas than is CO2. So it doesn't take very much methane to make a difference.
A cow can basically fill up a 55-gallon garbage bag full of methane every day. One cow's not a problem, but now we have 1.5 billion of them. And it's an incredibly inefficient way of producing food. 3/4 of agricultural land is used just to feed livestock. When you factor in everything, the clearing of the land for grazing, feeding, transporting, livestock causes more greenhouse gases than all the direct emissions from the entire transportation sector.